Hey, it's Ted here. I'm in upstate New York with my in-laws. I got drafted to work on this 30-horse Honda. Problem is that it would start up okay, run normally, and then when it got warm, it would flood over. And then it would be really hard to start. They had to kind of slam it into gear to get it to go. So through a little research, and I figured out probably the problem is this Bystarter. It's a Honda part number is 16130-ZW2-H01. Used in a lot of scooters over the years, and this being a newer carbureted version, that is on the top of it. So I'm going to have you guys come over here and take a look at it. So here's the Bystarter right on the top of the top carburetor, and basically how this works is pretty straightforward. Is there's a smaller fuel bowl in the upper carburetor that has a passageway that goes up into this Bystarter area. And when you start the engine up, vacuum from the intake draws fuel up through that passageway and into the carburetor and into the engine to enrich in the fuel. The Bystarter is connected to the alternator output, so DC voltage goes into it once it starts, and then this valve, get this out, and then this valve extends down and it blocks off the passageway. So this is kind of like an automatic choke. So it's pretty easy to get at. There's one Phillips head screw here, a couple clips, and then there's a clip back here. I'll show you where you're going to take that the connector out and disconnect it, and it slides right out, and then we're going to unplug it and put it back in. So this is probably going to be a 5-minute fix, hopefully. So if all goes well and this is the problem, then when we put this in, problem goes away. So let's get started putting this thing together. All right, so we're going to take this Phillips head screw out. There's a wire in the way a little bit, so you can take the little wires and unclip them from here. Pull that out just a little bit, and one Phillips head screw, and that will take this out. And hold on to the clip. Don't drop the screw. I wouldn't do this while I was in the water. Probably a bad idea. And then that's it. And there's the old one. So we're going to look at the old one and the new one and just see what it looks like. So a way to test this would be obviously to take the old one, plug it in, start the engine up, and see if this moves. If it doesn't, then you know that's the problem. Again, you could have a problem with voltage, could be an issue, but we're going to try to replace it and see if that's the problem. If not, then it's within the charging system. Then we'd have to go to the second part of it. So we're just going to pop this out. Then around the other side, Greg, can you turn the wheel to have it face this way a little bit? Yep, keep going all the way over. Perfect. Good. And let me not drop that screw. All right, so the clip comes off of it, I believe, like that. Pretty easy. We're going to put this over here for the new one. And then what we have in here, it's going to be a little hard to see. You might want to zoom in a touch. There's a clip, and that clip is on this metal tab. And if you push that clip in, just like this, if you can see that, then the whole clip comes out. And then that's it. So pretty easy to get it apart. I noticed was the wire's a little short, so there is one more bolt here. I'm going to take this bolt out, and I'm going to move this over a little bit so I can get to that clip. I don't want to break anything, so we're going to come in there. I'm going to take this bolt out, then I'll come back and disconnect that. All right, so we're going to take a 10mm socket, and we're going to loosen this bolt up and take this bolt out. And I need to get this out of the way. And there's a bracket on the back, and I'm just going to hold that bracket in place so I don't lose it. And I'm going to pull this bolt out. Come on. And we're going to put that to the side. And we'll get ready to pull this out just a little bit so I can pull it over. And then I can get my hand in here to get at that clip. Oh, I've got the wire unclipped, and a wire comes down under here. So if I take that bolt out, I can slide this out enough to pull the wires around the fuse, and now you can get at it real easy. Okay, let that screwdriver. Okay, so the next part is on the bottom of this is the other clip right here to take the plug. So you're gonna pop this clip out and then pull the connector out that easy. So that clip has to be pushed out, and that's it. Now that's out. Now we can put the new one in. So in reverse, we've got the clip here. We're gonna just plug that in. Easy enough. Make sure that doesn't come out. I'm going to slip this behind that plastic piece again. And it goes into a little receiving clip down here to hold the wire in position. There we go. Got that in. That's the way that goes. And then we're going to bring this back and push that down into the receiving clip up here, like that. Just put it over there. Push that down. That's clipped in. All right, so we're going to put these back in the clips here. And I need to put this under this hose first. I'm going to do that because that's the way it was originally. And then once I do that, I'm going to put this metal clip back on, and that fits on the housing here in this groove. So pop that in, and that's nice. That doesn't just fall out. It actually has a little spring loaded to it. And then what I'll do is carefully put this down inside the housing, line it up. Once it's lined up, pops right in there. We'll put the screw back in. Okay, and that's about it. And what I would like to do, because I'll show you the other one, what I don't like about the other one originally was they put a tie wrap here, and it puts a real tight bend on that wire. I don't really like that. I don't like that design. I would have pulled the wire out some. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a tie wrap, and I'm going to put this in this clip here. And to keep the bend out of the wire, so it's not as sharp, what I'm going to do, put that one in there, underneath. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a tie wrap and tie wrap to this hose so it doesn't have that sharp bend in it like the original one. That may be what happened, was that's so tight, that's why that failed. The thing I want to do here is put this bolt back in. So there's the bracket in the back, just hold it in position, because it is loose. And then what we're going to do is just get that started and snug that bolt back up. There we go. And snug that bolt up. And it goes through the plastic, and there's a nut on the back side. There's a bracket and a nut back here that holds it onto the carburetor. So I'm just going to look and make sure that is in the right position. Looks like it goes right. Yep, that's it. And that holds also, it looks like it holds this base onto the carburetor. So you just want to snug that back up too. And that's it. All right, so one tie wrap and we're done. So if you liked the video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Hopefully this fixes this one. If you liked it, I'll see you in the next one.